Cupcakes, what's up? So back in May I released a video introducing my latest cosplay project, which is 6 from the video game Little Nightmares, and in that video I also showed you all the materials I had bought in order to make the cosplay. And now after a whole 5 months I am really pleased to say that my cosplay of 6 is now complete and ready to debut at London MCM Comic Con at the end of October. I apologise, this video has been a long time coming. I think this is one of the biggest gaps I've ever had between introducing a cosplay project and actually finishing it. During the making process of 6, on top of working full time, I was also rehearsing for a play, have now started rehearsing for another play, and was also planning for a big family holiday. So unfortunately 6 has kind of been put to the side while my life has been horrendously busy. But happily 6 is now finished, and in this video I have put together all of the clips that I filmed during the making process leading up to the final result. As this video will very quickly reveal, this cosplay was one of my most challenging ones to make to date, but I'm actually really pleased with the final result and I really hope you guys will like it too. So without further ado, here is the video of the making of my 6 from Little Nightmares cosplay. I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye for now. Hello everyone, so this is it. I am about to make a start on my 6 cosplay from Little Nightmares. So the first step, as always, is to cut out the pattern. So I've just laid out the instructions in front of me, and I'm actually quite scared now because it looks like it's going to be a little more fiddly than I anticipated. So there's lots of instructions, so this is going to keep me busy for quite some time. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight to it, start cutting the pattern out and get altering and see how it goes. Oh my god, this is so much paper! I can't... Ah! Hey guys, so my insoles arrived yesterday. I'm going to be using these so that I can walk around lovely barefoot. I'm sorry, I didn't actually need to show you my foot there. But yeah, I'm going to be using these to walk around as 6 in what looks like bare feet. So I've got some invisible bra straps, my invisible soles, and I'm just following this tutorial here on And Sewing is Half the Battle's website. I'm not using mesh as she's done. I'm just using invisible bra straps because that's what I found in a different tutorial. So I'm just going to follow this, and hopefully afterwards we also have some nice insoles that look really comfy. Actually, they feel like nice and squishy. So yeah, hopefully these will be nice comfy insoles for me to walk around in as 6. Woo! I have invisible shoes! I've glued some fabric to the bottom. I've put invisible bra strap around the feet so they stay on. I may have to add some to the heel because they are kind of floppy on my heel, but apart from that, yeah, that's one little job done. So turns out my wig head is actually really useful for working out how to do hood. This is what I've done with the hood so far. I've tried as much as I physically can to keep the shape. What I need to work out is this is the back, and yeah, as you can see, it's kind of just an open gaping hole. So I need to work out how I'm gonna close the back up basically, but otherwise I pretty much have the shape. I've got the measurements, which is great. Basically just keep going until I'm happy with the hood shape, and then I can get on with cutting out the real fabric. Hey guys, so currently mock-upping at the moment. I wasn't going to, but with like the main bit of the coat anyway, but I kind of decided it would probably be a good idea because we all know what happens when I don't practice things, they end up going to pot. So yes, I am currently cutting out mock-up fabric, so this will help me to establish whether it's the right length or not, and also whether the hood's actually going to go on. So yeah, things are going okay so far. A little bit slow. I kind of wish I was doing this a bit faster, but I've had a lot going on as usual, so things are a little slow at the moment, but hopefully things will start to pick up again soon once I get going on the real thing, because once I'm going on the real thing I don't want to stop. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes for now, so see you later. Hey guys, so safe to say that this hood has been an absolute nightmare to try and figure out. This is actually my second attempt at the hood. There's still quite a few issues with the back, but it's starting to actually take some sort of shape, which is really good. For the moment, I'm thinking I will start making the actual thing. I think I'm just kind of, you know, wanting to get on with it and do the real thing now. So yeah, I'm gonna remeasure this hood, how it's come out, because I had to make a lot of alterations to get the hood to where it is at the moment. I'll I'll have to double check that I'm happy with the rest of the coat shape. I've still got to practice sewing the pockets and all sorts of things like that, so I think this one's going to take me a little while to get just right, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be okay in the end. So let's carry on. Hey guys, so I finally figured out what was up with the hood. It turned out I actually needed to have an extra sort of triangle of fabric at the back just to poof it out and give it that proper triangle shape, so that's great. So I've decided to just get on and start cutting out the fabric. So I'm doing the hood pieces now while everything is fresh in mind. So I've done all my measurements here. I've literally just scribbled so many different hood shapes on here and done so much measuring and calculating. I'm gonna stop babbling now, get on with cutting out the rest of the fabric, and we'll see how it goes. So this is the hood so far for my 6 cosplay, and I'm just going to be honest, I'm really not happy with it. As you can see, I mean, my camera focus isn't great, but yeah, there's some obvious, if you get it wrong, it kind of looks really bad. So I'm just, yeah, I'm not entirely happy with this right now. And you can see at the back, I've figured out the problem of trying to get it to poof out, which was that it needed an extra triangle, but that just does not look good at all. I'm just going to leave the hood as it is now and go and work on the rest of the coat. Oh, nearly there. I've just spent my afternoon cutting out all these bits of fabric, and I've done both the PVC and the cottony kind of fabric, and what I've done is very lightly glue the front and the back together so that I don't have to basically stitch everything twice and ruin the PVC. So I'm now on the last bit, and once this is done I'll be able to start stitching everything together. I am now working on the buttons I should say. I've basically just got one of my, I haven't used the actual yellow ones, I'm using the green ones. I don't know why, I could just use the yellow ones, that's what I got them for, but I'm just using little green buttons, and then I'm basically getting the fabric, wrapping it around and then scrunching it like this, and I've just had to really stretch, because it's PVC, it's stretched beautifully, so it's stretched really nicely, and I've got like a really smooth finish over the top. So now what I'm doing is, I'm hoping this will work. If it doesn't, I'll just think of another method, but I'm just stitching around it by hand now, just to try and keep that in place, and then I will be able to cut it off and stitch it onto the little tabs that go on the front of the coat. Hey guys, so it's been absolutely ages since I did any filming to do with my 6 cosplay, so although for you guys it's only like a couple of seconds since the last clip, for me it's been like, I don't even know how long. Anyway, point being, yeah, I've not done anything to do with 6 in ages, and I've just finally managed to get back to it, and this is what we have so far. So she has pockets now, which is really exciting. The sleeves are currently hanging in there. I basically slip stitched, I think I've probably said this already, the entirety of down there, all around the inside here, all the way up there, all the way up there, and I also slip stitched the sleeve hems as well, which has been a nightmare to say the least, but it's done, that's the main thing, and the pockets are now on, so all that remains is to do the buttons, the button flappy things, some actual fastenings on. I think I'm going to put some line it down here with poppers so that the whole thing stays on. So yeah, that, and I've got to redo the hood obviously because that turned out to be a disaster, and yeah, sew the sleeves on, and that will be 6 pretty much finished. Every time I say it will be pretty much finished, that means it's probably going to take me another month or so, but I do have a lot more time now, which is great. So yeah, I'm babbling too much, I need to just get on with this now. I probably need sleep, so I'm gonna go do that and get back to this tomorrow. Okay, so I had a little bit of a disaster with the sleeves. As you can see, I've had to unpick it all because when I put the coat on, the sleeves were far too short. So I am now basically extending the sleeve to start the sleeves all over again. Hopefully I can, once that's done, I can move on to the hood, so wish me luck. Hey guys, just working on the little fastenings now for the coat. As you can see behind me, there it is so far. It's actually starting to look like a coat now, but unfortunately I've had a real issue with my sewing machine. This sleeve sewed on fine. This sleeve did not want to sew on, and it's currently very badly stitched by hand and looking terrible, so I'm gonna have to revisit it, and I think my sewing machine might be on the way out. I have had it for a long time, but who knows, it probably just needs a servicing because I keep forgetting to take it for a service. So yes, I'm now just working on the little fastenings. Where's the button gonna? There's the little button, and that's gonna go on there. It looks a lot bigger than it's actually going to be because, as you can see, I've marked it, and I'm going to be folding all that in, and then I'm going to be using glue as I did on this practice one after using thread, which didn't work very well. So hopefully using glue will work okay. We'll just give it a try on one of them and see how it goes. Hey guys, so after 2 very long weeks I am finally back from my holiday in America, which is why this video is taking so long to do, because obviously while I've been away I haven't been able to do anything to do with my cosplay for 6. So yeah, I am now back in the UK and raring to go. So I'm actually pretty close to finishing the cosplay now. All I have to do now is the clasps on the front of the coat and the hood. I am now going to just show you where I've got up to. So I don't know how well you can see this. I am on selfie mode on my camera, but this is the coat so far. It's actually starting to look a bit like a coat now, which is great, and I am now just starting to work on sewing on the buttons, which is great. I've just blue tacked that down into place, and I'm just about to hand stitch, and then I'm just going to do the same with 2 more all the way down there. Hey everyone, so the buttons are sewn on, which is great. I've managed to somehow line these up pretty neatly actually, so all they need to do is, if I can actually get it back on again, it's not going to do it, I need both hands and one of them's holding the camera, but yeah, so that's kind of how they go on, which is great. They're pretty secure, I think, because I've stitched them on. The pockets keep falling off, so I think I am just going to have to bite the bullet and slip stitch those on, but yeah, that is the main body of the coat finished. So all that's left now to do is the hood. Woo! Let's see how that goes. Hey guys, so here we are again, back to the fabric, back to trying the hood, hopefully one last time. So I've done my measurements, I've come up with a pattern, which is basically big strips to go one side, the other, 2 thinner strips, one that's slightly longer so that it's got a little flap for to secure the hood, and this bit, which has taken me forever to work out, and I've just decided if it's not perfect this time, I'm not going to worry too much. So basically that is how the back of the hood is going to look. It's technically more like, I don't even know anymore, but it works. I know it works because I did a mock-up, which is now in pieces over in my bedroom. This is not my room. As you can see, this is in fact my sister's. Sorry, Rebecca, but she's now gone to uni, so I am taking advantage of all the space. So yeah, I'm going to carry on and cut all these pieces out, and hope to the good heavens that it's going to work. So please pray for me, guys. Yay, we have 2 halves of the hood now. So a whole hood, once it's sewn together. I'm nervous about sewing it together. I don't think I'm going to sew the back yet. I think what I'm going to do is leave the back until I have the black lining done, as I explained in my first video for this cosplay. The black is going to go on the inside of the hood only, just as a means of making the inside look darker so you can't see my face very well, which is kind of the idea since you can't see Six's face. So yes, that is the plan. I'm going to get going on that now. I'm very tired, but I'm really pleased with myself because I actually have managed to do this without rushing it, so if I get to the rushy stage I know when to stop. Right, just sewing the black lining for the hood now. So that's kind of the shape that it looks like, which is similar to the hood which is nearly there, and I'm really happy with it. I mean, I've still done quite a deep angle on the top, but hopefully that will raise up a bit anyway once the wire is in. So yeah, but it's all looking really neat, because what I decided in the end was, instead of putting the wire in this bit, I'm actually going to put it in the black, which I think makes a lot more sense, because then it's just a lot neater, and it means I'm not having to leave gaps in here to let the wire thread through, whereas I can do it in the black fabric. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the hood looks now. It's not sewn at the back yet. I've only just pinned it because of the way I'm planning on sewing it. So let's just hope it works. Morning guys, so I'm just stitching the hood to the main body of the coat, which is really exciting. Last night I managed to sew the lining onto the hood, which is awesome, and it fit, which was a miracle, considering I actually forgot to cut the downward angle shape into the black lining at first, and then had to unpick it all and redo it, which I wasn't too happy about, but actually it's lined up really nicely. And the best thing is I haven't actually had to use the wire, because when I tried the hood on, it naturally went into a nice solid triangle shape. So I'm really happy. I think that's the happiest I've been during the making process of this cosplay so far. So yeah, the lining is in. I've pinned the lining, well, I've pinned the main body of the hood to the main body of the coat, so I'm now just tacking it in, and I will then put it onto my sewing machine. And then with the lining of the hood, I'm literally gonna have to slip stitch that all the way down. Thankfully it's not too long a stretch, so hopefully we'll be okay. But then that is my coat almost finished. Hey everybody, so this is it at long last, after at least 3 or 4 months, my cosplay of 6 from Little Nightmares is complete. I have to say, this has been not a little nightmare, but a big nightmare of a cosplay. This has probably been one of the hardest, most challenging, most difficult, most frustrating cosplays I've ever made. But now that it is finished, I'm actually quite happy. So I have actually got the wig on. I'll show you what it looks like with the hood off. The wig is ridiculous. I've never had a wig this short before, so I'm just having to keep putting it over my eyes. The problem is it keeps going into my mouth and it tastes gross. So yeah, this is it. All I need now technically are some shorts. She just wears little white shorts under this, which I have ordered and are going to be on the way soon. And that is pretty much it. I am tempted to make a large key out of cardboard, because she has to pick up a key several times during the game to unlock doors. I was tempted to even make a giant loo roll to stand on, because I thought that would be quite funny. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for my 6th cosplay. So yes, excuse me while I try and shove all this hair out my face. This probably looks ridiculous. This is how it's supposed to look. I'll try and finish the video like this. I don't know. I think I'm going to need to trim this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. This one has been a real challenge, and I'm hoping that as a result I will have learned a lot from this. Other than that, all I can say is if you are at MCM at the end of this month, October, and you spot me, just come and say hi. Not sure if I'm doing it on the Saturday or Sunday yet. It's all dependent on what other cosplay I do, and how much time I have to get changed before running back for the train on Sunday night. Good lord. But yes, so if you see me, come say hello. I'd be really chuffed to meet you guys. And other than that, once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys very soon in my next one. So bye for now.